In our study of material resources authored by Freedom in Christ Ministries founder and President Emeritus, Dr. Neil T. Anderson, we previously addressed the questions: what is forgiveness? Why should you forgive others who have hurt you in the past? And we looked at some of the consequences of extending forgiveness or of refusal to do so. In this segment, we are going to begin to list the 12 steps to forgiveness contained in Dr. Anderson's book, Victory Over the Darkness. 12 steps you can use to walk through the process of forgiving others from your heart. Following these steps will help you unchain yourself from the past and get on with your life. Number 1, ask the Lord to reveal to your mind the people you need to forgive, and then write on a sheet of paper the names of those who offended you. Of the hundreds of people who have completed this list in Dr. Anderson's counseling office, 95% put father and mother as numbers 1 and 2. 3 out of the first 4 names on most lists are close relatives. When making a list, the 2 most overlooked people are God and yourself. Concerning your relationship with God, only He can forgive your sins, and He has never sinned. But we haven't always appropriated that forgiveness, and sometimes we are bitter toward God because we hold false expectations of Him. We need to release God from those false expectations and appropriate God's forgiveness. Number 2, acknowledge the hurt and the hate. As you work through the list of people you need to forgive, state specifically what you are forgiving them for. For example, rejection, deprivation of love, injustice, unfairness, physical, verbal, sexual, or emotional abuse, betrayal, neglect, and so on. And also state how their offenses made you feel. Remember, it is not a sin to acknowledge the reality of your emotions. God knows exactly how you feel, whether you admit it or not. And if you bury your feelings, you will bypass the possibility of forgiveness. You must forgive from your heart. Number 3, understand the significance of the cross. The cross of Christ makes forgiveness legally and morally right. Jesus took upon Himself all the sins of the world, including yours and those of the persons who have offended you. And He died once for all. Hebrews chapter 10, verse 10. The heart cries, "It isn't fair. Where's the justice?" It is in the cross. Number 4, decide you will bear the burden of each person's sin. Galatians chapter 6, verses 1 and 2. This means that you will not retaliate in the future by using the information about their sin against them. See Proverbs chapter 17, verse 9, and Luke chapter 6, verses 27 to 34. All true forgiveness is substitutionary, as was Christ's forgiveness of us. That doesn't mean you tolerate sin or refuse to testify in a court of law. You may have to do that for justice to prevail. Just make sure that you have forgiven that person from your heart first. And we will continue with our list of steps to freedom in our next segment.